BDS have just become champions once again. Their list of accolades continues to grow, and with their recent win of the Esports World Cup, their dominance within Siege no longer carries any doubt. Everybody on the roster is a superstar in their role, but there's one player who consistently goes above and beyond anybody's expectations. Somehow, despite having such superstars as Bride, Uzis, Solotov, and even Shaiko, that player is the unbelievably consistent LexBlaz. As the IGL for his team, it may be expected and even understandable if he were to put up less than stellar numbers, but somehow, despite all the pressure on his shoulders to lead, he finds a way to lead from the front. In this video, we'll hear from LexBlaz about how he leads a squad and how a pro team plays when fame, pride, and millions of dollars are on the line. Hey quick, before getting into the video, I want to announce that I've just launched channel membership. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, this is the single best way to support my work. There is no obligation to sign up, and my videos will remain free to watch. But if you feel like what I'm doing is worth a bit of money, I would really appreciate it if you signed up. Beyond just helping me out, members will also get access to behind the scenes content, like my full, uncut interview with LexBlaz, as well as a channel in my Discord where you can get involved in helping record scenes for my videos. Thank you all so much for your support. Consider becoming a member if you can, and otherwise, enjoy the video.
So basically what we are going to do, it's either we fall back and we retake somewhere else, or either you just fight back everyone, on the server side especially.
BDS start by defending basement. On all maps, basement sites with their high potential for roam extensions and limited number of entries are some of the strongest defensive locations in the game. This round, BDS are set up with a 3-floor roam extension, with Shaiko starting soft roam up top, Solotov and LexBlaz playing the first floor, and Bride and Uzis locking down site. By extending across the map, BDS want to force W7M to come clear them, but the attackers have something else in mind. They start off by applying pressure directly to site, maving open walls and making all sorts of noise all over the map. They see BDS are fighting for everything and make the call not to engage. Instead, they open up escape to insert Monty into server. With how silent things have been, BDS don't know where W7M are, and as they start to read into the attack and rotate to back, Volps takes the chance to make an aggressive play.
I mean,
Commando crawl.
but they've slowed things down, right? This is the slowest round so far, and I will say I think this is very beneficial, but there is only one problem here. Because you're going slowly, which you kind of have to, but enemy is playing 2 Bro Kite, that can be problematic rather later on.
Don't forget Solotov on still first floor.
Bride just moved now, and I'm like, I didn't see them, I didn't see him went back, so I wanted to retake the right side to help Bride.
Got you.
And yeah, the Monty just killed me like this.
W7M find themselves an opener, but time is not on their side. BDS just have to survive for 40 seconds to win the round. But W7M are closing in on site. Making matters worse, Shaiko is stuck tellers holding Visa, and Solotov is still playing piano. So despite being down only 1, BDS look to be in a rough spot. With the rest of the attack closing in, W7M have a 4v2 on site. Their advantage is suffocating, leaving Bride and Uzis with little chance of turning the tide.
Time critical here for the attack, and Shaiko has repositioned. Up above in Talos, Loban though, waiting for that rotation. Volts pushes forward, dash to double down from main garage. And with 20 seconds on the clock, a W7M round win surely on the other side.
I mean, the only way they win this now is if Solotov can continue to maybe deny plant, but Dots is going to get this down successfully. He does not lose his life, 5-1-2. Really good round from W7M. By the way, Dash was playing main breach a large portion of that round, so there was some pressure there from W7M. So that's kind of like the double focus of your BDS on the defense, where you got to worry about the backside push, but you've also got to worry about main breach as well, and that is just bullying from Volps.
To be honest, consider it easy map to defend. You just like the last round, you take the opening kill, you just have nothing to do basically, and stay close to each other. Instead you get pushed because they like playing Blitz Monty. It's Monty, even if it's broken on 2v1, the Monty is dead, so yeah, when you have the numbers, we try to keep ourselves together.
BDS switch it up, opting for a piano and expo defense. They know what went wrong was they gave up the opener, leading to a defensive collapse for their team. BDS this time are going to play closer together, aiming to move around in pairs to ensure they don't give up numbers the same way again.
W7M for the first time, they're in the lead. Oh no. Oh!
Or not. Shaiko, feeling himself, takes a bit of a risk going for a spawn peek and finds himself punished. This gives up the early opener to W7M, but the round isn't quite over yet. For now, let's take a look at the W7M push and see what they're trying to do. W7M brought Blitz, which means they want to try something aggressive. Their idea is to use the Blitz to rush in through piano window and kill the player's site before BDS have a chance to react. But this rush has layers. Obviously, they bring the Doke to support the rush, with her calls to expose defender positions and Ashe to help fight into sight. But the Nomad and Ram tell a bit of a different story. These ops suggest more of a roam clear, but they can be used to support a rush if they're used right. Nomad functions as area denial, with her flashes to make defenders fall back and air jabs to keep them there, while Ram serves as noise cover, masking the sounds of the rush and creating chaos for the defense. To support the rush, Nomad will rappel up to CEO and spam flashes inside, before air jabbing it off to continue to deny the space. Meanwhile, Ram, from outside of front door, will toss a boogie through connector to mask sound before threatening a lurk through spiral to shoot defenders in the back. They get ready for their push, and go.
Good start for the second round now to W7M because of that.
Oh no!
Oh, the EDD though onto Volts. I was going to mention the
ankle.
Capcan selection in this second round now from BDS. Nitrocell, and that's a down onto Dots as well, who gets finished off by said Nitrocell, thrown by Solotov. And just like that, despite the opening kill for W7M, BDS take it back for themselves with a numerical advantage.
There's no way. BDS put Capcan traps on the piano window, which managed to get 2 kills, bringing the advantage back in BDS's favor. But W7M aren't quite out of the round yet. The rush site has made one hell of a distraction, and with the defender's attention fixed there, Dota's lurk into Spiral may yet find a way to make impact.
Not so often we see a champion with such high value in a round, but that right there is just like lack of droning, but it makes sense, right? Don't could be phone call, Blitz, just rush on in, but this right here, that could be a gap. Dota is upstairs. Here's the phone call.
We've seen him. Spots the gun barrel. A chance here for Dota's. Flash. Someone gives away his position. Maybe expecting them to move back. Well, Pride does get the kill because he can just swing forward because of the glasses. And Dotas was not prepared for it. And Lee Kafak finds the kill onto Dash.
I mean, Consulate, like, if you want to win attack, you have to rush, you have to go fast in the map, or you just have to wait outside. This team don't wait outside. Like, the first round was kinda weird, because they wait outside and we didn't expect this. But normally they don't play like this. So we play lot of trap, because they just do cackle and push.
Attacking on Consulate means being ready to rush. W7M have shown themselves as willing to do so, but rushing has a counter, and that counter is traps. BDS know this and have developed a trap-based counter strat ready to deal with the attack. They know by sprinkling traps around the site, it will force W7M to slow down and drone or get stopped cold. On top of this, BDS extend vertically across all 3 floors of the map. They play vert above and below tellers, making a direct insertion on the first floor impossible, while holding onto Visa to play vert above server to deny a direct take from there. After their rush was stopped dead last round, W7M opt to attempt to clear top down. They set themselves projector and spiral to fight towards admin, but BDS have no intention of just giving up space.
We're underrated. As you said, sound cue buys you time, but also you will know without a camera operating or a camera operator rather, whether it's clear or not. Bosch G, kill from Solotov onto Lobin. Speaking of entry duos, Dokkaebi off the board as well. Got that one phone call off, but that's the end of it.
Yeah, and Lobin continues to struggle on the entries. Now Clubhouse, now Consulate, and probably a factor for W7M as well outside of that opening round. You kind of look at round 2, now round 3.
Now, BDS have their first real advantage of the game, and we can see their discipline in full force. Everybody on BDS falls back to site, refusing to give W7M the chance to get picks and trade back.
So as we eclipse the midpoint of the round, things get from bad to worse for W7M.
Oh
Wow.
Oh no!
This is ugly.
And he fell for the trick. That was the
crouch
door.
one. Yeah.
Oh my, that was disgusting from BDS.
In Scrim, it's easy. The com, it's perfect. You just do, okay, guys, we can retake from there, retake from there, for the exact, like, easy. In Grand Final, it's not that easy, and you can't do like theory. Like, just feel it, you know?
BDS are back defending basement, making a few adaptations to better deal with the W7M attack. Last time, they lost to W7M's split push, so this time they set up with the Mira on site to better hold the fort late round. But W7M have no intention of letting it get to late round. Dots is back on the blitz and ready to bust into site and take fights. We've already seen how W7M set up their rush. They're really good at having contingencies in place for if they can't do the main take, and this round, it's up to Volps to push in and open it up for his team. The idea here is for Dots to make all sorts of noise yellow door, while Dash applies pressure from the breach. This will draw attention frontside, opening a timing for Volps to drop Visa Hatch and push from the back, catching BDS completely off guard.
Got maybe over aggressive and Loban just more so happy to
No, he'll take
respond. This could be quick here from Dots if he wants to progress forward. Archasol, he's just going to look at that one, although it does do a chunk of damage. Volps able to get a good kill, and Dots is just going to send it all the way straight through in towards site. He's got Kip, by the way, and he's going straight through into Cafe, all the way, and then down. He's got Kit now in an awful spot. I am a little bit confused right now. Someone please help me out.
What's happening?
What am I watching?
They've swapped sides.
Sometimes you have good call and this kind of thing, but when you get rush and one is I don't remember if one was stuck. He's just asking for help and you just run to help him. That's it. There is not like a coordinated retake. If we have to die as 5, we die as 5. You know, we don't see the pot of okay, he died, but we can do something. No, we think more like he need help. It's either we all died or either we kill them all, but there is no between.
Volps opens it up, but BDS fight back. Despite having completely lost sight, they managed to keep their cool and slow down their retake. This is unbelievably smart out of BDS. They recognize that the attack has frozen in place and are just waiting for somebody on BDS to slip up and make a mistake. But the onus is on W7M. The bomb hasn't gone down, so they need to be the ones to take the next step. The players are stacked like pieces on a chessboard. Both Solotov and Volps are surrounded on all sides, being safe where they stand, yet unable to budge. It's currently a stalemate, true, but one wrong move could send things careening out of control. Right now, W7M have Dota as yellow, Volp stuck security, and Dash rotating to drop Visa and link with Habana. BDS have Bride Coffee, Solotov stuck yellow, and Likefak flanking Spiral to try and remove the pressure from security.
Most of side,
Do they know
only Volps
Volps is in
remains.
security?
They must have a feeling.
Oh, he's going to just push and swing, and he does get the kill onto Likefak.
Great awareness from Volps as Likefak loses his fight. Now, the pressure lies on Solotov, who's trapped pillar with nowhere to go. He needs to stay alive long enough for Brigade to come help. Otherwise, in the 1v3, it's doubtful Brigade will stand much of a chance.
And now he can use the mirror window against the retake.
Hey.
This is a really awkward round.
Volps in the middle though has to make a play to make something happen.
Headshot angle, red ping information. Solotov aware though that he is in a tricky position. Bride making his way back through dungeon to help out. Flashbang can't avoid that one. Full wide, but he makes his way back behind the pillar. Oh, headshot as well! Donis thought that was the time to strike.
Solotov goes huge and manages to stay alive. But don't forget about Dash. He's rotated all the way around the map and finds himself sneaking up security. BDS haven't got a clue, and despite their advantage and his low health, Dash may just be able to flip this round one last time.
Donis thought that was the time to strike while he was full white, but not to be. And Dash now makes it a 1 versus 1.
The mirror window.
With 60 seconds. He's on 12 HP versus Solotov. Full whites himself with the flashbang as Solotov still yet to move. Oh! Shot through the wall and through the head. Dash!
I mean, 2-2 right now in defense is kinda really bad for us, but we are really confident on our attack side as well. We know that W7M pick Consulate because they think we are bad and it's not their best map. So we are still confident at this part of the game, saying okay guys, we can just looking for 2 more defense. For 2 it's kinda mid okay. And after we just do our attack.
After having lost twice on basement, BDS decide to continue their site rotation. They go back to piano, bringing a similar lineup to last time. For their part, W7M are trying something completely different. After their previous failure on the rush, they opt to clear from admin, aiming to take up top and use this to transition to a plant piano. They start droning admin, but Likefak is behind the drones. W7M haven't got a clue, and he's the type of player who, gone unspotted, has potential to dismantle a whole attack.
That's what we want to see from them. The question is, how slow is it going to be? Because they're holding window jump outs and they don't even know yet. Now they do.
I think, I don't know in this case if it's I just didn't take the risk.
Around, and now they're paying that respect, saying if you'd go for it, we'll get a free kill just like previous.
Clearly didn't see me right there.
2 minutes on the clock then. Liquefact being able to sneak through and catch Dudas off guard.
Barrier activated.
That is a strange engagement.
That's strange. Doda should have known that he's in there.
Yeah,
He's literally just thrown down. He has information.
Liquefact finds an opener and Bride doubles up. They set themselves a convincing advantage and call the fallback to keep their numbers. But before they go, BDS make a blunder, and Loben, excellent as always, seizes it without a second thought.
We wanted to fall back, and I wanted to Azami the meeting breach, and ask for Bride to like cover me. At the same moment, I saw my Azami, he swing, and Bride lost the gunfight, like because Loben is good player. But yeah, that's why in some case falling back is not the best way, because I swear if I'm staying like long desk, Bride is staying meeting looking his breach, we wouldn't be that way, you know.
Despite getting it back to a 3v3, W7M don't have much. They have low info and low time, so Dots decides to try and force an opening. He drops into piano looking for a fight, but the goo mines and crossfires BDS have on side leave little to chance.
You've only got 35 seconds left. Yes, you want to get that second floor vert, but I think at this point, if you're Dots, you've got to start making your way towards that first floor. Get in the face of BDS, allow and facilitate Dash and Loben to then get involved. Goo mine stepped on. It's a Montaigne's worst nightmare. He has to progress forward, loses his life to Shaiko. It's starting to fall apart now for W7M in the crunch, in the on-site execution. This is where they've been a little bit lackluster. Dash, gas babe in front, obscures the vision ever so slightly. Player prone, bottom left. That's Shaiko. That's users as well elsewhere.
I mean, the plan for them was like clearly they push secrets, plants, and lobbing backstab. But if your team has a lurk, if your team can't do anything.
W7M see BDS have gone back to server and tellers, making few changes to their lineup. Last time, the attack attempted a top clear and were completely shut down, so they decide to try a different approach. They bring along the Osa with the idea of trying something direct. By walking Osa in secret while applying pressure to Visa, W7M can plant the bomb inside single wall, and the only thing which can stop them are C4s. There's just one issue with that plan.
Last round there is no Kaid, if I remember right. He was on Azami, Jesus. So we just hide the Kaid, and they didn't bring the EMP. And after the only counter is Twitch, but there is Mudjammer, so they have to nade the Mudjammer. And after that there is the Kaid sleeping there, so they can't open the wall. And even if they open the wall, I'm swinging the Visa window. So we are just this strat is mostly okay guys, come clear us. But if they come clear us as well, we play a lot with the C4.
Because BDS brought the Cade, W7M are unable to open up secret. They're forced to pivot admin with no time and no drones, where BDS are waiting with C4s at the go.
I mean, they have the drone counter in-game as well. They know they have no intel. They can now hide in corners. They can get off with like cheeky plays. And as you said as well, they recognize that wall will not be opened up. 2 C4 kills. They are locking them out.
Well, Gus mentioned it with the nitro cells. You might not have the ADDs, but you do still have the firepower through those nitro cells, somewhat reminiscent to that 5th round. And again for BDS in a very commanding position. Loben, he has been a little bit better with the entries here so far in Consulate, but can't get a kill there, which was certainly necessary. Liquefact then gets one on to Dots, who's 1 and 5 on a dot. Loben does get 1 and 2, but he has got to get 3 more. Needs the ace to win this round for W7M. Oh wow. Through the wall, but no, Solitar through the head.
I think we had really good defense stats. So 4-2 is kinda mid, but we are confident in attack. It's their pick, so if they have to win maps, it's on their pick. So we are not like stressful or something. We just play our game and keep our plan.
W7M, for their first defense, decide to defend CEO and meeting. Their setup is designed with heavy util facing admin, plus C4 and smokes to deny a CEO window plant. BDS, for their part, attempt an admin side attack, while sending one inside below to walk up Visa. They start the round by opening up Pro, leaving Solotov to lock it down, before rotating players to take admin in force. At the same time, Liquefact takes below, but the vigil of Loben has gone undroned, leaving Liquefact none the wiser.
And BDS, they pop that meeting wall, now rotating towards admin, and going for what looks like a pretty default take here.
When I went in Visa, I was expecting him to be on Pulse, and I was like, he's shooting me from the floor with the suppressor, plus suppressor.
Got
That's
you.
why I turned around, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
so you're
what
spinning,
happened?
trying
What
to run
happened?
away.
Exactly. So yeah, basically we just focus to kill the bin, and after we try to make a plan with the meeting breach open. We can also push from spiral and paper. So to be honest, in this case we are still good.
Now that they've brought back the numbers, BDS still have a chance. With 3 players admin, their next step is to deal with the Soda player. This Azami tucked in Soda is notoriously difficult to make move, but BDS are clinical with their util and make moving her look more than manageable.
Everyone else now needs to stand up. You know, Dots is 1 and 5, Dota's 0 and 5. Like, these guys have got to get involved now.
They miss. I think it may have just dealt with the barrier. Dots elsewhere gets the kill. Rotero drone to flush out that position, and Shaiko ready and waiting, and that is, again, another really good display of the teamwork that BDS are bringing inside of the server.
Shaiko banks a nade as Yuza sends a Flores drone to make her move. Meanwhile, Shaiko holds her fall from break, guaranteeing she's taken out. Unfortunately though, Solotov tries to make a play by rappelling down Spiral Skylight. He's traded out, negating BDS's advantage and leaving them in a tricky spot. Now, with the whole attack admin, W7M can simply hold the choke points checkers hall, giving BDS little chance to progress any further forward.
They clear out that sort of machine spot. Now they have a good chance for this round. The question is, Intel, Flores sees it, rotates around, sees
he's
Volts
spotted both
too,
of them.
and gets the shield, max value.
Yeah, spots them both, knows that towards long desk. Dash does get a kill onto Shaiko though, actually with the gas babe. 30 seconds remaining. Must win round for W7M considering they do have the numbers on their side. 1 gas babe remaining now for Dash. Nitrocell as well in the back pocket for Volt. Top spiral for users. Know how good he's been this tournament, but he can't win that fight. Certainly down to Brede, but no, he also lost down to Dodds.
There is no pressure in this case. We just like we used to play with the pressure, so there is no pressure. We are not like okay, what happened, guys? We lost 1 attack. No, we just focus on our plan and see what we can do, what plan we can do.
BDS have lost their first attack, but despite this, they're feeling confident continuing the half. They start off setting up to take Visa, but Lobin again finds himself somewhere BDS simply don't expect.
So on this way, we said, okay, they're playing really aggressive at the start on us on Visa, so let's play together. So that's why I was playing on the Visa window, and Solotov was playing there, but he got swing outside the door, what he didn't expect at all.
That's a really good sign, by the way. He's still fighting back despite that terrible first map.
W7M find themselves an uncontested opener, but off the info from the Deimos, DKFax seizes the opportunity of Lobin running away to take a ton of open space. He has a read, there's a gap through the basement, up spiral, and into lounge. He finds himself uncontested in a position that does very little at the moment, but allows him to feed info to his team, maintain control of the gap, and even possibly catch an unwary defender off guard. In the meantime, the rest of BDS start to establish control admin. W7M doesn't contest it directly, giving BDS admin, but aiming to fight them a little further along checkers hall and long desk. That is, with the exception of Volps, who decides to try a rat play. He sits in a corner vending, lurking like a shark, ready to catch someone unaware.
That Dolby phone call is never easy to deal with. No big jammers. Nothing to counter, really. Of course, BDS now will have a little bit of information as to what's clear and what's not. Yeah, knife that printer. Keeps making copies of the same paper all day long. Oh, they hear... Oh! Sound cues on land are pretty crisp.
I can confirm.
Yeah, right? It's so
it
good.
sounds so different.
And it's a huge one because Dokkaebi hacked those phone cameras, of course. You only get the default of bulletproofs, no Valkyrie in play, no Echo, no Maestro, so not the most amount of value here, but still, information is information. Takes about 2 seconds, we'll get it done. That's the only that they want. Back to a 4v4, this top floor clear. Dot's also taking a fair bit of damage, could fall later on.
And the Deimos not quite working out here on console, so far I posed the question.
Despite the insane wallbang out of Uzis, W7M still find themselves with the man advantage. BDS recognize their push is stalling, so they decide to make a play. They know there are at least 3 players upstairs, meaning sight has to be weak. With the pressure mounting as time ticks down, they decide to try something bold. Bride baits connector as EFAC and Uzis make their way sight to see if they just might make something happen.
There's the plan here. We don't have full top floor control, but that right there, that's a huge pick. They can now go for the plan.
Now use this low on health though in towards Expo. Frag thrown out by League, in fact, and the plan to go down. Still watching the floorboards up above. He's in a good position to find a second kill. Third one as well. Oh my god, the young guy gets 4!
In this case, I drone the site, just Frost was site, and the Solotov called, okay, Frost went above, So what we can do, we can go for plants. He said wrong, by the way, because he said, oh, Frost went above. You can rush plant, no one sight. That's the call right now. So sledge the wall. Brady is making pressure on the window so I can kill the guy from the holes. And he's going for plant behind me. And after, Brady tried to swing. I guess he get C4. So I kill the guy. That was a live round, by the way.
Yeah.
Clearly live round. In this round, we changed the pace. Because the two previous rounds we were playing slow. They went back on the bomb side, so we were like, okay, then maybe we'll try to do like some crazy thing on the mid side. So we just went fast on the CEO side.
BDS have gotten shut down on their entries 2 rounds in a row. Likefak made magic happen last round, leading to his team extending their lead. But despite his heroics, it's clear BDS's plan is not working, so they call to change up the pace. W7M are back defending piano, and BDS starts setting up for a rush. Yuzis makes noise on the CEO windows, allowing Bride and Shaiko to drop yellow while Solotov jumps bath. This is further supported by Likefak holding Spiral, preventing the defense peeking yellow. They get themselves in position, and go.
They were doing good things, and that's probably been the story thus far here on Consulate. They're playing better than Clubhouse, but they're not quite getting the full reward for effort. And there's the Deimos. First 2 rounds, a bit quiet, unsuccessful. This time, though, off the Deathmark gets a kill, and the kills keep flowing for BDS. We've still got 2 minutes in the round.
The defense crumbles in the face of the attack. But even in the 1v4, BDS continue to show the kind of teamwork and discipline which makes them a world-class team.
This defense of W7M and on the verge of taking this second map, unless Dots can basically emulate what we saw from Likefak.
Like long time ago, even when you just in sort of a join, the problem is BDS is trolling round. Like we can lose the round like 3v5 or something, but when it's 5v1, 4v1, no one died, and we just like really like we are on 200% in this case, because this is like you talk about frustration. When you lose this kind of round, the frustration can come. I think if your AGL is kinda mid, you can understand because he's mainly focused on the strategy of the game. But when your AGL is really good in the game, I can say whatever, like okay, Shaiko, take fuse, do this, he will do it. Like literally, they really trust me, and I'm really happy about it, and I thank them a lot. I love them for this, because for me the trust is the main thing. You can't have a team who you don't trust each other.
Teamwork is the secret to what makes BDS. Sure, everyone on the team is a superstar, but superstars only superstar when they're supported by their team. BDS, more than any other team in the world, exemplify this mentality. This round, for example, they're back attacking top floor on Consulate. They open outside walls, gather intel, and manage to establish themselves inside admin. With their initial control seized, they now need to push the defenders back. But W7M isn't going to give up the space for free. They're set up behind util and choke points, creating many obstacles to clear before the attack can move forward. BDS face one of the hardest hallways to push in all of Siege. In order to get into checkers from admin, attackers have 2 awful options. They can either walk out Coffin, where they can be easily pre-fired from Pro Door, or even worse, walk out Break, where they can be swung from either double or long desk. So what's there to do? Walking out admin isn't an amazing idea, but can they try anything else? Well, it turns out there's one other option to get to checkers. By walking up Visa stairs into the hallway, BDS can avoid the long lines of sight on the way out of admin. But being in the hallway still sucks. Checkers Hall is set up such that the defense can swing out from 3 different spots. Since in Siege, accuracy is not affected by movement, the someone who does the swinging almost always has the advantage. So what can they do to stop it? The way they achieve this is by having players play to hold the doorways from back and Break and Coffin. This allows Likefak to walk up Visa and turn all his attention towards long desk door. He tucks in an off angle opposite admin and waits as Yuzis uses a Flores drone to force Dodez to move.
Same with Flores drones here. If you find the jammer, it's going to disable it. But that shield, again, it's way too free 2 times in a row.
Yeah, they've been heavily relying on that shield outside of the vending position as well, so it's going to be tough. Vending not being held, Capital in play anyway if it was. Late rotation cut off, that was not the play.
No, here comes the swing. Flashbang on in. Likefak goes downstairs instead, actually. Must have a camp down, relaying information. There's no one there.
Dots hasn't moved for a little while now. His hope is that he hasn't been droned down, that there might be a bit of a lackadaisical push, and that indeed was the case from Solotov.
Dodez is caught completely off guard, and Likefak slips away like a ship in the night. With long desk being cleared out, BDS can now walk out admin to continue their push, but Solotov makes a mistake. He doesn't realize Dots is still Spiral, and the Frost refrags her fallen teammate. As BDS prepare for their final push, Dots pushes forward to fill the gap left by Dodez. With the attack now stuck inside of Checkers, he'll have the advantage swinging the hallway. But despite losing their support Spiral, BDS have a contingency in place. After slipping away from Visa, Likefak has made his way to fill the space left by Solotov. Having just killed the pressure Spiral, W7M feel they can now all face admin, and they haven't got a clue about Likefak as he goes to make his play.
Probably feeling that because they cleared long deaths, maybe there would be a player top Spiral. Deathmark in play now. Oh, it's tricky. Should be able to get a second. No, doesn't. In fact, shot from behind by Likefak. Suddenly a 3 versus 3. Not a lot of time remaining in this round for BDS. Still need to get the kick down on the floor, but here comes the young coach. Shaiko as well. Doubles down, and it's suddenly a 1 versus 3. Loban with it all to do to try and keep this map alive. Impact thrown out to open up for you. Sight lines. He gets the headshot onto Likefak. Needs to deny this plant, or it's going to be a very difficult post-plant retake.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to, and it makes sense, please consider becoming a channel member. It helps me make these videos, and I appreciate it a ton. Otherwise, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.